missing the stream.
But a little bit of tomfoolery.
Alright, so crisis averted for those of you who are just joining us now. I was live on YouTube by accident, so that is totally my fault. But anyways, I mean, the only thing you missed was Vortex absolutely cleaning house. Pack Academy had a little bit of life there at the end, but Infinite, shutting out life as he is doing right now, taking out Contrast right there, and Wisdom takes out Plebeian. So, Cordy B dies to her own volition. And now Overlord getting focused. Infinite with a nice pick there. And Vortex retakes control there. You can see Pack did get 42%, but Vortex climbing up into the high 30s, closing in on 40. Try to take the lead here.
Yeah, so I just want to mention the change in Pack Academy's composition here, going for a more perhaps aggressive composition here with the Junker Queen, the Sojourn, and the Widow here. As here we have Wisdom going to use the mines, Infinite taking out Contrast here.
And you can see Wisdom using those mines to separate Cordy from Contrast, but Contrast gets revived by Cordy anyway, so clearly the mine's not enough, but Infinite does get the finish on that, and Wisdom is going to get his get back there and takes out Contrast. Now Plebeian getting focused, still living through those mines. Infinite finishes up the job, and now Overlord going for Rampage here.
Yeah, so I'm not sure if Rampage here is such a good idea. Vortex is going up into the 80s percentile, so it's a do or die right now for Pack Academy. They're gonna have to make a move, but Vortex is gonna do everything that they can to try and prevent losing this point here, as looks like Pack Academy is just gonna make a mad dash for point as the Widowmaker is shooting close range.
And I'm not sure, well, maybe that was good because he was going to get the Immortality Field there. You can Infinite taking out Plebeian there. Infinite with the damage matrix system coming out there. Awesome taking out Overlord, and now it's just Cordy B up there.
Yeah, so the Baptiste cloning is a bit unorthodox, but it seemed to have worked out as the double, what's the word? Utilities of the Immortality Field and the Amplification Matrix helps to both keep himself alive and put even more damage into Pack Academy, which really allows him to melt down that Orisa that was on point and clean up that fight for Vortex. So I think that the one thing that Pack Academy has to do is they really have to play more coordinated as a team and try and find an answer for the picks that Infinite and Awesome are getting.
Yeah, I mean, it's hard to stop such a, oppressive duo in Infinite and Awesome, really shutting out any opposition they faced. And I mean, Bird was active in that game, did get quite a few kills as well. Kenku, not so much, but I mean, then again, with Mercy, what do you expect?
Yeah, and I think that I don't really remember, other than the Diva Bomb in the first rounds, there wasn't really a time when Kenku really fell early in the fight. So just the sustainability that Kenku has on that Mercy really enables Infinite to play aggressive and secure those picks that Vortex so desperately needs to take those early fight advantages that they then can convert into fight victories off the backs of Wisdom and Infinite.
True, and you can see
Awesome.
Wisdom doing well on ball there. Sometimes it feels like, the ultimates don't get too much usage from ball, but you could see the separation there, getting Cordy B away from Contrast, was it, I think.
Yeah, so ultimates like Wrecking Ball's Minefield, Hanzo's Dragon Strike, and also Torbjorn's Molten Core, they serve more as zoning tools.
And same with Diva's Bomb.
Yeah, I mean, Diva's Bomb is, I think, sometimes saved for remeching if you're
Very
taking
true.
out, but mostly for minefields and those ultimates I mentioned before. They're mainly used to pressure your opponents into an unfavorable position for them where you can easily take them out and convert that fight into a victory. Maybe it's by separating the Baptiste from the rest of his team or a Mercy from Afara. But any way you do it, the mines can create that separation that allows dive characters like Tracer, Ball, and Echo to pick them apart one by one and ensure that team fight victory.
And I just want to ask you a question, like, what do you think about that Widowmaker pick? Because I don't know if that was really a good Widow map. I know there are some long sightlines, but it seems like there's a lot of buildings, and especially with the dive composition that Vortex was running. I mean, was it smart to go in with Widow there?
I mean, really, whenever you select Widowmaker, especially into a dive composition, you're putting yourself in harm's way, and you're essentially, when you're putting yourself in that position, you either carry your team on your back or you just go down in flames. So really picking the Widowmaker there, especially against such a dive oriented composition, is really risky, and it really relies upon the individual performance on the side of Pack Academy, which did not work out for Pack Academy.
No, it did not, and Vortex going to go up 1-0 because of that. Very, very nice team play there from everyone working together and taking out any opposition. And I mean, you called it with that composition. You got it all right. I mean, you certainly know this team, and
Hopefully, I'll be playing on it next
hopefully
season.
we will be playing on it next season. You know, of course that leaves me alone to cast, but I would rather have you play. Anyways,
There's always two too to cast.
oh, you?
Yeah,
Yeah, it's true.
I'll just spectate random streams and just commentate.
Do you know when Do you know what the map is? Because I don't.
I actually don't either. We'll see. We'll see how it's.
What do you hope for? I guess like what map are you looking for? I mean, it's gonna be a hybrid, right?
Hybrid. Well, I mean, it's anything except for control point.
Okay.
I mean, I don't think they would have two control point back to back. I think it's probably going to be hybrid. Yeah.
I think it's usually hybrid next.
So
maybe we get a King's Row, a little bit of defensive lava dude on a Widowmaker.
I mean, if it were to be
Or
anything,
offense.
it would either be King's Row or Blizzard World.
Mm-hmm.
Because even though I know Kenku does not like the Blizzard World, I think that it is a good map for them to play on because it has a mix of long sight lines, open alleyways, and like just freedom of movement for the Echo and Mercy duo. But then there's also the nooks and crannies of the first point and last point for more brawl style fighting with the Ball and Tracer. So I think that either Blizzard World or King's Row would work. Of course, King's Row is a lot more closed in than the other maps, and looks like we are going to be getting
King's Row. So now, do you make the call and bring in Lava Dude here?
Well, if I'm Vortex right now, I'm thinking Reinhardt, I'm thinking May, Tracer, May Reaper perhaps, but I don't think Vortex has been running the Reaper lately. So
Could we see a bit of like a Widowmaker Cassidy role, maybe?
yeah, I mean, if we see anything, I think we're gonna have Awesome on the Cassidy and Infinite on the May, or Awesome May and Lava Dude Cass, and then we're gonna have the let's see here. What would we have for healers?
Baptiste.
Yeah, so probably Lucio Bap
Yeah.
support line.
And, you know, we do love to see Wisdom on Ryan. You know, the walls being given out by Awesome. A little bit of alley-oop situation there. And I feel like every single time I watch teams use the amplification matrix as well as a fire strike from Reinhardt, it always works. Like no one realizes it's coming, or even when it's put down, they just don't get out of the way. I feel like, I don't know, is it really that hard to avoid?
I mean, it's all fun in games until the other team's playing Genji and they just deflect it back at you, and then you lose your entire team.
That's true.
I've seen clips where a Reinhardt just throws their fire strike through a thing, the Genji deflects it, and it takes out 3 of the Reinhardt's own teammates.
That's ridiculous. I can't believe it. He switched.
Actually, that's actually surprising.
Wow.
Kish didn't swap though.
Yeah, so we got more team spirit here.
Yeah.
We got more team spirit. That's what we're all about here at Vortex.
Kish is actually a Vortex player.
What?
Not actually.
No, Lava Dude is not swapped in, unfortunately.
Unlucky. But, you know,
maybe one day.
maybe, well, I mean, next map is probably going to be an escort, so if it is Circuit Royale, it could be brought in for that on the Widow.
True. A
But,
little bit of Sigma action there
yep,
with Wisdom.
if you don't play Sigma on Circuit Royale, you're not real. Of course I say that, and then my Sigma's like absolute hot garbage, and I'd probably end up playing something like Ball or Diva,
Yeah.
because those don't take as much skill. Or I might just be bad at Sigma.
What's up, Josh? Thanks for the good luck. Hope you guys, by the way, everyone at home, hope you guys are enjoying the stream. Sorry about for the late start and, not getting you everything, but
Hi, Josh,
You know.
2 minutes in the future.
we'll be, yeah, guys, we're from the future. Hello, guys.
Actually, no, we're from the past.
Hi, guys, we're from the past.
This has already happened.
Yeah, that's
I
crazy.
already know everything that happened.
You guys, like, it's 9:31 right now, but when you hear it, it will not be 9:31.
It'll be 9:33 or 8:33 if you're weird in our central time zone.
Or if you're
Anyways,
Wisdom.
let's see.
Or-
What do we got here? Hanzo. May. Lucio Bap. Okay, so I was right except for the Cassidy. And honestly, if it was Infinite, I think I might have... Actually, no. I don't think I've really seen Infinite's Hanzo too often. But yeah, it's going to be more of a poke-oriented composition. Mostly relying on the walls from Awesome to be able to secure separation and picks off of that when combined with Wisdom's Reinhardt. And it looks like he's just going to run up on Plebeian.
Kenku takes out Cordy B2, so both healers down already, and now everyone is focusing onto Overlord here. Overlord out of the mech.
They should sub me in.
That Tracer
Vortex.
trying to do something in Overlord. Somehow dodges that and is still alive.
Looks like they're just gonna stagger him out. That is rather
Interesting. I mean, there's probably something tactical, but that was also kind of funny, having a little fun. You guys, it's comp, but, we can have fun.
rude. But David Cass,
Love
no,
David Cass.
not gonna happen.
He's focused on the game.
Rainbow Six, by that game, we
No, he's in the game. He's like in Overwatch.
yeah. Anyways, looks like Pack Academy here are gonna be swapping to the Pharah, so perhaps gonna be capitalizing on the fact that Vortex does not have a hit scan, but Wisdom's already gotten a kill and make that 2 as he takes out Cordy B as well. Contrast gonna be taking out Kenku, and Overlord finding Awesome. So it's an even fight, but always remember Pack Academy does have the spawn advantage. So Vortex are going to have to play a little bit more conservative here, trying to save their resources. Looks like Wisdom is going to fall low, but he's going to have Shatter for this fight, so Vortex is going to have a retouch here. As Infinite goes for the high grounds.
Gets knocked out by that Pharah there. Now going to try to escape. Going to get some shots onto this Hanzo, but that Pharah is lurking. Wisdom takes out Cordy B there. Now pushing forward. Plebeian falls to Kenku. And Kenku eventually falls to Contrast. Overlord takes out Wisdom. And now it's just up to Infinite and Bird. Bird does fall, and now it's just Infinite left to maybe get something done here, but that was a lost cause there, and Vortex does eventually buckle under the pressure there and gives up this payload, but still a good defensive hold there.
Yeah, I mean, Vortex did as well as they could here. I'm looking to perhaps see a Blizzard here from Awesome and then swap, but I guess not, because Infinite's already on that Cassidy, so, you know, like I said before, May Cassidy, Ryan, Lucio, and Baptiste, so I'm 2 for 2 now, so.
Infinite with the pick onto Contrast there. Wisdom, I don't know when he used his Shatter, but I guess he did. Now you can see
he used his Shatter to recontest on first points, but then was counter shattered by the other Ryan.
So that's what it was. All right. I saw Overlord shattered, but I guess I didn't catch that. You know, both shatters were used there. But Vortex retaking this payload, gonna push it back.
Looks like Kenku gonna be looking to use his amplification matrix for this fight here, as it looks like the Far is gonna be coming over the top and might be having a swap here on the side of
Now Wisdom lowers his shield down at the wrong time, but the beat was dropped at the right time. Bird with the kill onto Overlord. Wisdom takes out Kigo, and Plebeian trying to get the revive there. Does get it off, but Infinite takes out Plebeian. Now Overlord gonna try to escape. Goes over to Awesome, takes out Awesome. And now Overlord gonna have to fall back. Gets nanoed. Wisdom and the rest of the Vortex team are gonna have to fall back because this nanoed Reinhardt is not good news for them, and they are gonna have to pull back. But a good little bit of stalling there. And Vortex here gonna wait for this choke point. This Bastion is causing problems. Maybe looking for a shadow here. It looks like it could have been a good opportunity, but that shield from Overlord gonna fall, or I don't even know what I'm trying to say there. Stop any plays. You can see the Shadow does go down, taking down the Hanzo. Doesn't fall, but Infinite with a kill on the Core DB.
Yeah, taking that flank, they're trying to capitalize off of the Shatter from Wisdom, but it's just going to be taken out. Contrast going to be finding Kenku with the artillery configuration, and then it's just going to be the rest of Vortex being wiped out, as Pack Academy are going to be looking to close out the streets portion of King's Row here.
And it would ideally be nice if Vortex could get back and contest here, but don't know if this will be possible, and it looks like they will just get a free checkpoint here. So Vortex looked like they were going to be able to maybe get a good stop here, but Pack Academy going to challenge them with this Bastion Hanzo duo putting in work.
Yeah, but it's not all lost, because they Pack Academy still has less than 3 minutes left, and here comes the Blizzard from...
And he gets unfrozen. Overlord manages to escape. Wisdom is in a tough situation right here. Tries to get a pick onto Contrast there, but nothing happens, and Awesome stuck on the payload by himself. Gonna have to try to escape. Has the wall, but doesn't get it in time, and Contrast does get the elimination there. Infinite with Deadeye here. And Wisdom did use Shatter a little while ago, so he's not all the way there yet. Let's see. We're gonna have Awesome switching to Hanzo, looking for some crowd control with that Dragon Strike. And 40B takes out Bird the dog. Wisdom takes out Contrast. Overlord takes out Infinite, and now Wisdom falls to the Dragon Strike. Kigo gets a 2K, and Pack Academy is pushing this forward. Kigo with a 3K. This is not looking good.
Yeah, so if you're Vortex right now, you're going to be looking for some switching to some fast characters, or perhaps not, as I think that they'll be able to touch in time. Here comes a Deadeye from Infinite, hoping to find the Reinhardt, who's just jiggle peeking that. Doesn't
get anything. It looked like Overlord maybe would have backed up there, but nothing happened, and now Infinite going to try to do his best. You can see that Awesome is on the point. Infinite with a kill onto Plebeian, and now going to have to push forward. He's the only one left. Takes out Core DB. A little bit of hope left for Vortex there, but not enough, as Contrast put in work there, taking out both of the DPS characters. And Pack Academy will go 3 all the way. Alright, so Vortex has something to work for here. What are they going to have to do to change their game plan?
Well, I think that Vortex is going to have to come up with some sort of strategy to counteract the amount of damage that Pack Academy's DPS are putting in. Because I don't think that the Mei is just having enough impact on the game to keep going. So I think that that Vortex will try and put in a little bit more damage into their composition, perhaps going for a Bastion Cassidy or some sort of similar composition that has a lot of spam damage and allows to really pressure Pack Academy and push their healers to their limits.
Yeah, and we can see if there'll be any switches here. Doesn't. Oh, no, Infinite will be playing Widowmaker. So hopefully going to be looking for some early picks here, and maybe that'll allow them to, you know, take this payload quicker, which would be nice, and give Vortex a little bit of a time advantage. And as I say that, Infinite immediately switches over to Cassidy. You might think they're a caster's curse where they kind of say something bad when things happen. For me, I call a hero and then they switch. That's what happens.
Yeah, I've had that happen way too many times when I'm casting scrims.
You know, sometimes I'll say, you know, they got like a fun comp here, and then all of a sudden it's just not what it was. But anyways, Infinite here going in, doing some good damage onto Overlord, who switches to Diva from Reinhardt. His Tracer in the backline causing problems. Bird with the elimination onto Contrast there, who is on some Sombra, not Symmetra. Sombra. Interesting pick here, obviously. Awesome with the 2 kill there. Bird taking out Overlord. Do you think they were expecting a ball here, and that's why they went Symmetra or Sombra?
Well, I mean, Sombra's just an overall good pick, but you know, I mean, I take that back, Awesome. Like, prove me wrong. Keep that Mei going, and like, I don't know, you do you.
But you can see with that 2K there making a big impact on the fight.
I believe we got 3 actually.
Really?
Yeah, but just having a really big impact, being able to take the payload with their first fights. They're going to have a big lead in ult charge. As you see here, tank of Pack Academy going to be swapping to the Reinhardt now. So we're going to have that Rein mirror yet again. And it looks like we're going to have a Symmetra on the other team. Perhaps instead of the Sombra and a Mei as well. As Kigo finds Dog with a headshot. The wall from Awesome not going to find anything. Here comes the Shatter from Wisdom. There it is.
Does get it off too there, but the wall from Kigo stops anything from happening. Wisdom gonna have to fall back as this damage is just too much. Overlord getting a 2K there, and now Vortex is gonna have to retreat.
Yeah, so I mean, Pack Academy immediately trying to counterpick against Vortex, going to be going for more of a mirroring composition with the Rein and the Mei, with the sole exception being the Sim instead of the Cass. So gonna be looking for more of a defensive composition from Pack Academy, but here comes a wall from Awesome and the Blizzard to follow it up to try and secure some picks. The Blizzard from Kigo not gonna find anything, as Vortex were able to just dodge it. There looks like Vortex is gonna try and rotate back to the point as Wisdom pushes a little bit forward to try and take up some space.
And you can see that turret doing massive damage to Vortex. Not sure how they're gonna stop that turret from doing anything. That's a joke, by the way. That turret was out of range and not even doing anything.
I don't know. It was doing more than.
I mean, it was doing more than any Pack Academy member at that moment, applying pressure. You can see Wisdom even had to call it out. That's how much damage it was doing.
Yeah, they had to call it out. They had to go 3-2-1 to make sure that they got it before it killed their entire team. But, you know, jokes aside, Vortex is going to be looking to play around this corner as Overlord takes out Awesome with a timely pin and takes out Wisdom as well. So it looks like the rest of Vortex are going to have to back up, as it's just Infinite left alive and Kigo just deletes him with a headshot.
Yeah, Wisdom's shield broke and fell, and so did the rest of Vortex's structure, and everything crumbled. And now Vortex is going to look for a regroup here. Still plenty of time. Vortex getting close to this first checkpoint here. Gonna go up on this high ground and on this upper passage above the bridge, and just gonna push forward. The wall from Kigo tries to get anything but doesn't find a pick, and now Wisdom is pushing forward, buying space for his team, and they're going to try to move this payload forward. And you can see Deadeye getting popped. Cordy B doesn't get eliminated there. I'm not sure if there was like something there. Actually, I don't even know why they didn't die, but Cordy B does eventually fall. And now Infinite trying to do as much as he can. You can see the sound barrier popped. Wisdom with a 2K, and Wisdom finds Overlord. Infinite takes out Contrast, and a Light. Was that it? I don't know if the team kill went off, but that was, you know, essentially a team kill because no one could respawn and get back in time. And Vortex going to be able to win that fight and push this payload to the first checkpoint here. And now out of the streets and into the building. Overlord getting pinned off by this wall, but Kigo going to try to save their Reinhardt here. And this fight is going to reset.
Yeah, so I just want to point out that Pack Academy, when they were making this turn on their attack, were about 2.5 minutes. And wow, Awesome just absolutely diffing the absolute living daylights out of Kigo with a massive Shatter and Blizzard combination with the help of Wisdom. And looks like Overlord trying to take out the Mei of Awesome, but gonna miss the pin.
Yeah, and you can see the instant switch of momentum there. It looked like Awesome was gonna fall to Kigo, but some good maneuvering and awesome aim. Not to, you know, have a pun, but you know, great aim, 2 headshots, and then immediately pops a Blizzard to get the picks necessary. But now this nanoed Rhino is going to be an issue as everyone focuses them. Overlord takes out 2, and Infinite is going to be on the run. Awesome falls as well, and now Infinite on an 8 HP trying to escape from Overlord. Going to throw the grenade, and now Vortex going to go for a reset here. Just over 2 minutes left. Vortex going to have to push forward here. So close to making this second checkpoint.
So yeah, Infinite has to stay alive here. That Deadeye is going to be critical in securing this last fight. So, just going to have to pour all the resources in to Vortex's DPS as here comes the Amplification Matrix from Kenku. Looking to hopefully close out this fight, but the Sim Wall in response and try and zone out the bullets from Vortex. Here comes the beat and Deadeye. And Infinite finds one, Wisdom finds another. On contrast, Wisdom finds a second kill. Awesome finds Plebeian, and it's just the lonely Hanzo to contest and is quickly brought down by Bird the Dog.
And Vortex manages to tie the time.
Wow.
No way. Okay, so going into overtime or extra rounds here, it's going to be completely even. So I mean, if you want skill, like as much of a fair game here, you're gonna have it. I mean, when you think back to how Vortex got here, you got to think back to Awesome.
Yeah.
That insane play, taking out Kigo, and then the Blizzard immediately, completely switching sides of that fight, and then just the rest of the team wrapping that fight up there at the very end in a timely manner is what you're going to have to thank. And now Vortex is going to be on the defense for this first time. What are they going to have to do to make a big stop here?
Well, I think that Vortex here is going to try and put in a lot more damage into Pack Academy and try and take out the DPS and the support to make sure that the tank of Overlord does not have the resources needed to be able to push into Vortex without being punished. So I think that Vortex here is going to have to play safe, be very defensive, and try and punish any mistakes of overcommitting that Pack Academy might make.
And as you notice, there will be no Mei walls here, so they're going to be purely focusing on taking out this Ryan shield. And a pause. If someone disconnects, I'm going to cry. Actually, if someone disconnects, I'm going to go downstairs and get some pizza.
That's facts.
Is what I'm going to do.
Gosh darn.
I don't know why it paused.
Auto pause?
I don't know what that means.
I do not know what that means either. No. No.
Oh, someone disconnected.
Want me to get the pizza? Yeah, there is.
Yeah, can you grab some?
Yeah, I got you.
Yeah, get like... get like 1 or 2 for me. And get ranch! Cannot have pizza without ranch, boys. Anyway, so now while we wait for Kigo to get back here, we're just going to take a moment to thank everyone for here watching the stream. Hope you guys are enjoying this. I'm enjoying this. I do love casting it to you guys, and you know, I hope this game has been entertaining so far. I mean, I think it certainly has. Of course, you guys didn't see the first game, or like most of the first game, but it was pretty dominant from Vortex. But here, Pack Academy putting up a real good fight, and you know, as you can see, Vortex and Pack gonna go into extra rounds. Kigo does get back in time. But so we'll be looking for a little bit of a resumption here. We're just gonna wait here. You know, take some time and slow down. And here we have Gyro Dog coming in absolute clutch with the pizza. We're gonna go to a face cam for this. Let's put this pizza on display.
Pull a Tyler one.
Look at this pizza.
Just don't slide. Have it slide up onto your desk.
It won't slide on the desk. Don't worry about it. All right, we'll go back to the game now. Oh my god, it was literally just about to resume. Okay, so here we go. I guess we'll have pizza in between. So, Vortex again going to be resuming this defense here. Pack Academy going up onto this high ground. And Vortex just going to try to defend for just under 40 seconds now. The Reaper in retreat. Pack Academy has to make a move.
Yeah, and I think that Vortex here forcing Pack Academy to have to play aggressive and perhaps overcommit will lead them to be able to punish their mistakes, but I guess not, because Overlord will find wisdom here. So Vortex will be without their tank, but Infinite finding a kill into contrast to even up the battle, but Overlord taking out Awesome.
Unfortunately, not enough. As you can see there, the Symmetra turret is just putting in too much work, and they are going to capture this point. And is it overtime the entire time?
Yes.
Okay, so hey, can we get a C9 here maybe?
It would be funny.
That would be nice. Hey, I'll take it. Anyways, Vortex is going to have to get back to this payload and make a big stop here. Awesome on low health, going to escape. Wisdom putting that shield up. Wisdom on half health as well, but with Shatter. So Vortex is going to be looking for a big play here. All they need is one stop.
Yes, and Streets are notorious for being able to stop the payload. And I think that we're going to be looking for an engage early here, as the Shatter from Overlord not going to find anything.
And the counter Shatter.
Wow.
3K dropping, Wisdom going in, takes out Contrast, and now Kiko trying to do anything, gets a 2K, but is the only one left, and they are going to lose the payload just like that. The block Shatter from Wisdom, I thought he might have missed it, but he didn't, and the counter Shatter completely changed things around there. It just showed me with the pizza.
That's great.
Gyro Dog is my DoorDasher.
Yeah.
I'm not paying him though.
Yeah. Guys, help. I'm being held captive.
Yeah, I'm forcing him to cast. Anyways, Vortex is going to be on the offense here. Awesome playing Bastion. We're going to have Infinite on Symmetra, so they're going to look to kind of play similar to how Pack played that time with the Symmetra looking for some annoying turret play. But this time, Awesome going to be on Bastion, going to look to take out Overlord's shields rapidly. Especially with that turret form, going to do large amounts of damage in a very short amount of time. Vortex is going to look for an explosive start here. And
Well,
Gyrodog is looking to eat this pizza.
It's quite good. But I think that the Symmetra play here is more likely going to be used to relocate the Awesome Bastion to the high ground, where he can have a much better view on the point and is able to just spray from above.
You can see there he goes. Vortex, I forgot that you can do this. Vortex! Awesome dies immediately. This is not good. Wisdom is low. Wisdom takes out Kigo though. Very, very good plays. And now Wisdom in this Immortality field going to back off. And since Vortex does have the spawn advantage, this is going to be forgiving for them. Plebeian falls. And Wisdom with the 3K. Infinite getting the 4th there. And Vortex going to take this payload and just needs to push it 53 meters.
Well, yeah, and being able to finish this first point without even forcing it into an overtime situation is really, really crucial for Vortex. It looks like we're going to have a swap from Infinite to the Chastity, but being able to build the ultimate charge early on and force a do or die situation for Pack Academy instead of Vortex, where they are the ones in control here of the fight, that really allows for Wisdom and the rest of Vortex to have a good standing. Looks like we're gonna
I think he was
strategy.
looking for this hammer, and he does get it. Vortex got the hammer off. Overlord falls. Kenku taking out Cordy. Wisdom takes out Plebeian, and Vortex is gonna take the game just like that.
Wow. So once again, the Wisdom Shatter making all of the difference when it comes down to it, landing every single one when his team needs it the most, and a well-deserved play of the game for Wisdom.
Going into game. Alright, and so now I will take my pizza break, and Gyrodog can take it from here.
Give me like 13 seconds. Forgive me, guys.
We're both eating pizza right now.
I'm having my pizza bone.
Man, this is so good.
This is not a mukbang stream. We're not gonna make it into one, okay?
Now we're making it a mukbang stream, bro.
It's not gonna be a mukbang stream.
I will press a button.
Don't press the button.
I'm the only one eating. You're having a. All right, guys. You can see we have this pizza right here. It's a triple meat. So good.
Do I look amused?
I don't know. This is pretty good, bro. Tell me about that game.
I am not amused.
All right, bro.
Well, I already said it a couple times. I can say it a couple more. Those Wisdom Earth Shatters, when they land, game changing. And I think that Vortex has really been investing into those shatters. As it seems that every single time one of them lands, it is always followed up with a quick team wipe. But on the flip side of that, if it misses, and then Overlord gets to counter shatter, then it is Vortex. That is the one being team wiped.
Mm-hmm.
So it's really it's really dependent on that Rhine mirror matchup to see who is able to create those game-changing plays and prevents the other Reinhardt from having the ability to do such things. So I think that for the beginning of King's Row, Overlord was doing a much better job of blocking shatters as in previous games that I remember. But as soon as it came down to it, Wisdom really came through with those shatters.
Pizza making stream win. For real, bro.
Just type it in chat like it's 2 minutes. Hey Paul, should I pull up the Sniper Smurf speech and read it out? Mukbang stream.
Are you supposed to be seeing something with pizza? Yeah, that's me. Man, I'm finna go for another feast, bro. I can't even lie. I'm going for another feast, bro.
I'm gonna commit activities. Those activities you do not want to be committed.
No. No.
That's what you get.
No.
No. Root beer. No. No. Pepperoni. No.
Hey, give me one of these napkins, bro.
That's what you should say.
Huh?
Pepperoni.
Pepperoni, no.
Alright, well, what map are we gonna look to see escort for this next map? Do we think it's gonna be push or escort? I think it's gonna be push. Push.
You mean robot push?
That is push.
I hope it's not.
Do you not like push?
No.
To be fair, I don't think anybody likes push. There's some people. Oh, I just realized Vortex's profile pictures.
Oh my god! No. Alright. You know I gotta do it too, bro.
Do you have the Rekamari one?
If you guys know, you know. If you know, you know, bro. That's all I'm saying. If you know, you know.
It's like open queue, or like no limits when you have like 4 Pharos and 1 Mercy.
If you know, you know, bro.
What was that?
That was exclamation of yes. No push. That's correct. Now please put lava dude in the cube. Please, bro.
Well, you see, if by some miracle on Pack Academies and Vortex loses this map, it would go to push.
Stop, bro.
I'm having another slice of pizza.
Yeah, go for it, bro.
Who is weak? Josh has root beer.
Root beer.
Josh is saying root beer no.
Mm-hmm.
Cares. Hey Paul,
What?
you should totally play Overwatch with me, and then I just put you on Ana jail, and I play Genji.
No. Uh-uh.
I mean, I told that to Noah, and he got on. So like, bro's like, pick me, pick me.
Pick me. Pick me, please. I don't want to be last. All right, well.
Kenku's having an affair with Kish, by the way.
Really? Well, it doesn't matter because we are in the game, baby. We're going to be in the lovely, lovely map of Rialto here.
I remember Hattie playing in the Overwatch lane. They were not too great a couple seasons ago. Alright, Rialto, double sniper. Yippee.
Double sniper and low no lava dude heartbreak emoji.
Well, I mean, if they're not running Lava Dude, I think they would play just the Tracer Echo thing.
I saw Vishkar is opening an office in Toronto.
Yes. Are you interested in applying?
No.
Clean cattle pens and out.
Yeah.
Coco comp. Nah.
Misspelled Coco.
Nah.
They misspelled Coco anyways.
Divergence leads to defeat.
That's crazy, bro. Alright, so it is game point. And Vortex here gonna be running Ball, Tracer, Vara at Kenku on Mercy, and Bird obviously on Lucio. Who else would he be on? He is the Lucio GOAT.
Unless he's on Brig. But that's only when Kenku's playing Zenyatta.
True, true. But anyways, awesome here. Gonna be supporting from the skies, giving great amounts of damage. Going to try to take up Plebeian there, but Kigo takes out Infinite, so Infinite gonna fall on Tracer there, so there are gonna be no longer any pesky Tracer play there. And Contrast takes out Awesome, and Vortex is gonna have to fall back here as Contrast finishes off Kenku, and now Bird and Infinite are trying to hold this line, but Overlord on that I forgot his name. Ramatra, there you go. I knew it started with an R. Reaper guy.
Brian Ironi.
What? Wisdom takes out Plebeian there.
Plebeian also took out Cordy. What?
They're on the same team.
Oh, Wisdom, I mean. Wisdom took out Cordy.
And Infinite, Kenku getting revived.
No, to be fair, if Plebeian actually healed Cordy, Cordy wouldn't
Bro,
have
listen,
died.
doesn't mean that, right? Wisdom getting revived there by Kenku. And going to be looking for health packs and going to try to get a little bit of a flank going on here. And Awesome falls as he uses his ultimate. And Infinite can try to take out Cordy here. Gets slapped in contrast with the Deadeye. Going to instantly taking him out there.
Looks like we're going to be seeing a swap from Awesome onto the Echo. So instead of Infinite, we're going to be seeing the Awesome Echo here. So we'll see how this worked out for Vortex. As Infinite here might be looking for a Pulse Bomb. Perhaps onto one of these supports. As Wisdom might be trying to set up that. And here comes the one clip from Infinite onto Plebeian. Berthelot finding Cordy B, so Vortex is up one man, but the Ratra is using their ultimate. Wisdom going to be taking out Contrast in the beat from Berthelot to keep his team alive as Awesome finishes off Overlord, and it looks like Vortex is going to be looking to push the payload to its first checkpoint here.
And that was just enough to get him to that checkpoint, and you can see Wisdom almost bumping off. Oh, come on. Get him off. Yes! Kigo falls to the river. And now Wisdom instantly W King onto Contrast, who just stands still and accepts defeat. Interesting play. Kenku with the revive onto Awesome, and now Vortex pushing forward from this first checkpoint.
I would have found it more funny if Wisdom missed the boat and just killed himself.
Yeah, but that also probably wouldn't be good.
Be funny though.
Yeah, but not like... Alright, we can take humor up to a certain point, but when it comes to throwing the game, like, unfortunately, Kigo getting the shot there onto Bird. Wisdom almost got stuck there, but going to be able to get back into the game here. The Transcendus coming out from Plebeian?
Yeah.
I got it right. Let's go. Cordy sleeping Wisdom there, and now Infinite with this Pulse Bomb. Gonna maybe look for a support. Takes out Cordy. Wisdom takes out Infinite. What? Wisdom takes out Plebeian. See, now I'm talking like you, bro. It's the pizza, I'm telling you.
Kigo threw themselves off the edge. Good for them, I guess. And looks like Vortex here are going to cap second point as Overlord was taken out of mech. But looks like they're just going to get it back right now. Might be seeing a duplicate onto the Diva here in about a couple seconds.
Overlord is standing. Did he DC? What happened?
I don't know.
No, he didn't DC because he's top 10 questionable play. I don't think he would have gotten it back that fast.
True.
Top 10 plays right there. Can we submit that to console watch moments? Is there a console watch moments? YouTube, there needs to be a console watch moments. We need to submit that. What happened?
Who let him cook?
Average Diva player, bro.
Who let him cook?
Anyways, Vortex pushing forward onto this payload, almost to the third point here.
That's why they should let me play.
And now you can see Awesome going for the bomb here. Gets the first kill onto Cordy. Actually, a 5K?
Wow.
A 5K from Awesome. Awesome with the team kill right there and leads to Vortex with a full cap.
That's an incredible
Holy
play. I mean,
Awesome. With an insane play right there, might I say. That was an awesome clip. Certified awesome moment, bro.
Ha. I'm now going to assume the fetal position.
Alright, bro. Vortex now going to be going to defense. And we'll see if there'll be any hero switches. Doesn't look like it. They're going to keep Awesome on this Echo. Gonna let him
cook.
Keep on doing his thing. You know, that thang be thangin', bro. You feel me? And you can see Awesome here with this new strategy of looking in the sun. Gotta give him a glare so that when he doesn't look at the sun, everything is darker and he'll be able to see better, question mark. And Wisdom killing himself there.
That's what I've been waiting for. That's exactly what I wanted to see when I loaded into this game. I was like, I want to see Wisdom throw himself off the map at least once.
And you can see using the speed and immediately gets back. Now let's see you do it again. And it's interesting, instantly giving away what hero you're playing right there. I mean, although I don't know.
What else is Wisdom gonna play?
Reinhardt.
You say that like
Wisdom kills himself again, bro.
no, bro, it has to be throwing, right? Like
No.
if he does it the third time, I'm just gonna like.
Hey, third time's a
resign.
charm, bro. Rumor has it, if you throw yourself off 3 times, you win the game and stuff.
That's actually true. Honestly, I've heard that. That's why I do it in comp like all the time.
Anyways, you can see Awesome applying pressure from the air as he goes down to the ground. Gets a couple of those bombs onto Plebeian, now pushing forward. Going to be looking for contrast here on Symmetra, but these turrets are causing major damage. Going to try to fall back, puts out those bombs. Kigo takes out Kenku, but Bird takes out Contrast, so a little bit of trades going on here, but Kigo takes out Awesome as there was no healing. Infinite looking for some shots onto Cordy.
Yeah, Infinite here just gonna be looking to try and get some damage, put some, take some health points off of the supports of Pack Academy. And looks like we might see a minefield here if Wisdom can get a slam off, and there it is. Hopefully gonna be looking for a couple kills there, but only gonna find the Symmetra, if even that. But the pulse bomb from Infinite finding both Plebeian and Contrast, that is massive for Vortex, giving them a 5v3 advantage, as looks like Infinite's just gonna try and clean up the Lucio as Kigo just decides to throw themselves off a map. Like, who do they think they are? Wisdom?
Now that is Wisdom's thing for sure, and they are just trying to be copycats. Anyways, Vortex gonna look to hold Pack Academy before this first checkpoint here, and now Wisdom gonna look for a ground slam and almost takes out Contrast there. Contrast falls to Awesome. Plebeian narrowly escapes that, and now Vortex going to try to get some damage done here. Plebeian is solo, manages to teleport away. Now so many ultimates being used. 3 ultimates from a pack invested into this fight. Overlord takes out Wisdom. Kigo takes out Kenku, and now the 4th as Kitsune rushes popped and Plebeian takes out Infinite there. And Vortex is going to fall and allow for Pack to get this first checkpoint.
Yeah, so Pack did manage to make it to that first checkpoint, but it was very costly in terms of ultimates, and if Vortex can stagger out their own ultimates, they can hold this second point for a lot longer. But as I say that, Contrast is going to be taking out Bird the Dog here as an early pick. That is not good for Vortex as Kigo finds Kenku, and Vortex is already down those supports.
And Wisdom tries to make a play there, but gets focused by multiple Pack players, so he's gonna have to fall back there, go for a little bit of regroup. Does have Minefield available, so gonna look for a ground pound play once the time is right, once everyone is together, and he might be looking to use it now. Does
There
go
it
for
is.
it, shoots everyone up, and now gonna try to look for the picks from the Carnage that is behind. Contrast falls. Cordy B does fall as well, and now Plebeian getting focused. Plebeian running around. Kigo trying to do anything, but gets focused by Wisdom, who does end up taking Plebeian out as well. And Wisdom with that insane ground pound there at the end, you could see really capped off that fight.
Yeah,
With,
so
anyways,
you know, I see, personally, I think if you're Wisdom right here, I'd say you're looking for a third reset off of the map, perhaps. Maybe off to the side of those boats, you know, go for a little swim in the water before joining his team. And he's already 67% to his next ultimate. So just farming those mines constantly, as just like setting up for those ground pounds, as Infinite takes out Cordy B with the pulse bomb. And Plebeian falls right after, and the rest of Pack Academy is quick to follow as Infinite finds 2 and Bird the Dog finds the final kill on Kigo to get the team wipe for Vortex.
And as we're nearing these last possible fights, I just want to highlight that if Vortex manages to hold this out, manages to hold Pack Academy before this second checkpoint here, they will move on to the grand finals of this season. Is it season 11?
Yes,
season 11 of CGL's Tier 2 tournament. And so Vortex is going to go for it here. Wisdom with a 2K. Now going to try to find shots onto Kigo. Infinite falls, or Infinite takes out Kigo, and now it's going to be Contrast standing still yet again, giving up there. Just under a minute left for Pack Academy to do something, but Vortex looking dominant, making a statement here, saying that no, they're not going to let Pack even get one game on them. After a close Kings Row game, they're going to look to have a dominant finish here on Rialto.
Yeah, I mean, just taking what they've learned from just the tank matchup and just how well Wisdom's been doing on the ball and how Pack Academy really hasn't had an answer for the Wisdom ball. So going back to this composition really allows for Vortex to have the upper hand in the battle, even though Awesome and Infinite do swap DPS plays.
And 2 ultimates coming out from Pack there. The Kitsune Rush and Blizzard going to be popped. And now Vortex going to try and stop Pack here, as they are making a little bit of a resurgence here using these ultimates. Beat does get popped by Bird, and Wisdom is back, so this might spell doom for Pack, as this is their last chance here. Plebeian manages, or Plebeian falls there, and Infinite takes out Cordy, Contrast takes out Bird, and now it's just Overlord who is left. Overtime falling out. Overlord needs to stay on this point, but with no healers and limited health, there's nothing he can do, and Vortex clinches this third game and wins their way to the grand finals.
Yeah, spectacular performances by each and every member of Vortex, and I mean, you have to see this Echo play the game here. This is just incredible from Awesome, just being able to take out like everyone. Wow, just everything that you want to see from your Echo player. But yeah, I mean, props to every single Vortex player in this fight. You know, just Wisdom being highlighted throughout the game, whether it be on the Rhine battles in Kings Row, the ball on Rialto and Ilios. And, I mean, that Infinite Echo and Awesome Echo, those 2 players are just really insane.
I mean,
just consistently finding the value on that Echo character, who's so flexible, yet so consistent.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like Tracer and Echo were played for the majority of these games, and it worked. And now we are going to have an interview here with Kenku, and so I'll take some turns asking him some questions. Where are we gonna? Where is it? I forgot where this goes. Vortex. There you go. All right, and then I'll hand the headset over to you in a sec. All right, Kenku, congratulations! You have successfully made it to the.
This is our coach tonight, so they're gonna interview with us.
Okay. So you have made it to the grand finals of the Platinum League here in CGL. What are your immediate thoughts?
I'm happy. I knew we could do it, as I said last week. You know, this is nothing. We're gonna see who wins Primal versus Saints. Probably gonna be a close game, but you know, whoever remains victorious is gonna play Pack, and we'll see them in the finals. I'm excited.
It's gonna be a very, very close game between Primal and Saints. Hey, you never know. You never know, bro. Like you can't count anyone out.
I mean, without Inky too, should be good.
True, exactly.
Should be closer.
So tell me what was going through your head after you know, letting Primal get all the way, or Pack, sorry, letting Pack get all the way to the end there at Kings Row. What was your mindset going into that offense round?
Yeah. We kind of had to clean some stuff up. We had been playing kind of silly split. Their Hanzo was just spreading from the high ground, and we just weren't on the same wavelength. So we kind of had to luck in. And then when we finished with the same amount of time, we were really confident
Mm-hmm.
with both teams 114. And then we just had to play smart. When they had the DC, we had like a mini chat during it, and it really just focused mental. Wisdom went absolutely fucking nutty on the Reinhardt, and it just that was GG's after that.
He did, and I think I'll let Gyro ask you about some of the momentum shifts there with the shatters. Here he is.
Yeah.
Good evening.
Hello, Hunter.
Well, yeah. I just want to ask, what was your guys' plans with playing around the shatters, both with the enemy team and investing into Wisdom's shatters on King's Row? Like, were you
I'm
trying
gonna
to
be
play around
honest.
corners, or?
Yeah, I was gonna say I'm gonna be honest. I'll hand this one to Rose.
Okay. So the idea behind playing around shatters, especially on a map like Kings Row, a really Ryan like rush brawl centric map, is that shatters are always going to be momentum shifters. Whoever can get their shatter first and use it in a more like valuable way per se. Valuable being a really hard to define term in Overwatch because value shifts depending on what's hit by the shatter, who you kill after the shatter, or what ults you get out during the shatter. But the idea behind the shatters for wisdom and how to counter overlord shatters was that we were playing to force out their ults that would cause them to get momentum shifts in later fights. So playing to get beat out, playing to get Simwall out, playing to get window out or nano,
Right.
etc., etc. Getting those kind of ults out really secures more like valuable ults for our fights later on during the match. As unfortunately we let them get really close to the end there, and we almost potentially could have capped an OT, and we would have been forced into a draw situation. But we pulled it around just because Wisdom was able to play around Overlord Shatters better and get his on in line just in time for us to be able to clean up fights easier.
Yeah, I noticed that towards the end in the latter half of King's Row that Wisdom was more consistently being able to learn when Overlord was looking to shatter and then counteract that. Was there any like team coordination that helped him like figure out uh, when that was that happening, or is that more of like an individual thing?
It might have been a little combination of our team just recognizing that, oh, so and so was doing this much during this fight. Like this is an important thing about team play, is that you have to recognize who's doing the most in the fight. Doesn't matter about like kills and stuff. It really matters about the damage and how much healing is being done during the fights.
Right.
So if you notice that their Ryan has a lot of damage, it's safe to assume that they're probably coming up close to that shatter. And I'm assuming, hopefully, due to my wisdom of the game, is that ironically wisdom was able to identify that they had shatter coming up, and he was able to try and play around it and play more aggressively. The idea with these kind of comps is that you want to play more proactively rather than reactively. So
Right.
you're the one making the play, you're the one setting the tempo, and you hold that tempo.
That makes sense. Is there a similar sort of mindset that comes with that proactive play style when you're playing that dive composition with the pocketed echo and ball?
Oh, absolutely, 100%. Playing proactively in a ball comp is what you need to be doing for the most part, especially when you're playing a Lucio, like a no backline Lucio Mercy style ball comp. You need to be the one setting the tempo for the match. You need to be constantly set up, waiting for them to walk in and playing your cards right. If you have ults, you have mines online, you want to mine and force out something from them. Even if you don't get picks out of it, if you can get important abilities like Suzu, Amp, even like May, like for their case, they were playing May. We get May Ice Block and Wall out during a minefield, we instantly kill the May after. It's just a perfect play for playing proactively. We make them play reactively because we are the ones that made the play first, and that gives us the advantage overall in the fight.
That makes sense. All right. Thank you. I'm gonna transfer it over back to Paul now. And so, good game to you guys, and yeah, good job.
Thank you very
Thank
much.
you.
All right, so yeah, some big stuff coming out there. How do you feel the DPS players did this game? I mean, awesome, and if it really popped off.
Would you like to go first on this, Kenku?
Yeah. I think there's a pretty clear trio, the shiny trio of our tank and DPS, that's pretty much unmatched throughout the league, and I think they displayed it really well. The fact that we're able to switch from Awesome Flyer to Infinite Flyer so easily and seamlessly when one goes to Tracer, it really just helps out with transitions, and it's just very nice to overall have that adaptability from the team, and they're always hitting constantly, no matter what we run.
My one stipulation when coming into this match and thinking about the awesome Infinite DPS duo was more so about the high level of flexibility rather than relying on one person to be able to flex and the other to play a really select set of heroes. But when it comes to playing ball comps like this, and especially comps that require you to be switching up all the time, it is great to have this level of flexibility and being able to adapt to certain comps, especially when you need to switch up in case something isn't working. Like in our case for the Rhine comp on Kings, we had to start switching up different DPS lines to try and counteract their rush. And I think we found a good footing when trying to switch over to a double hit scan poke to just kind of force out abilities and make them waste their time, which I ended up giving them a smaller time bank, forcing them into OT really early on their second offense, which led us to get that win eventually because shatters from Wisdom were just perfectly placed, incredibly key elements of this fight.
They were.
Infinite and Awesome, perfect duo tonight. Absolutely.
They were, yeah. No, I noticed that you guys did switch to a nice comp there to force the overtime early on that extra round, and you guys, got the payload early on yours, so that time difference definitely had a big impact. Yeah. I mean, I think we covered most of it. I mean, it was pretty quick. For the most part, not too hard game. I think we'll take this for winners bracket finals. A good game with a little bit of challenge, but smooth rides in between.
Don't tell me you forgot about the tradition we started last
Oh,
match.
no.
Player of the match.
I was getting to it, and
No, if I'm allowed to give some input into this,
yeah, sure, go ahead.
If that's okay with both of you guys.
Of course.
I would personally, with the high, normally I wouldn't do this, but honestly, I believe either Awesome or Wisdom would deserve a Player of the Match nomination.
Awesome did win last week.
I know,
Awesome won last
and
week?
he
Really?
got
What the hell?
He did.
No,
He went off.
It was actually deserving. Listen. I am an avid Awesome critic. However, he has been playing very, very well recently, so I can't hate on that. I mean, yeah, no, there was a lot of big plays from both Awesome and Wisdom, as you said. The Shattered from Wisdom coming out, making big momentum shifts. But I mean, you saw the Awesome coming out with the 5K, having some good tracer plays, and also, I don't know if you guys remember
why I'm gonna take credit for that 5K. I told him to hold there.
Yeah. Okay. And also the May play where he was able to take out Kigo and then Blizzard and made a really big momentum shift. And he almost died there, but managed to switch that around. I mean, this is hard, bro. Like, this is hard.
You get Henry's input here?
Huh?
You get Henry's input here?
Oh yeah. Okay, so player of the game. Who's
Player
MVP?
of the game. Who's MVP?
We're thinking, okay, so we got really two big cases here. We got not Infinite, sorry. We got Wisdom. No hate to Infinite. Infinite, you were an awesome player, but Wisdom and Awesome played exceptional today.
If I were like to throw myself in there, I was doing pretty well from the coaching line, to be honest.
Yeah. Rose Coach of the Year, honestly.
We'll get Rose
better than
MVP
Atomic
coach.
and Robo combined. Just saying.
I've heard some things about Atomic that I don't know if I can say.
Rose was the
Yeah,
best
true.
coach
Robo
this game.
Just Atomic.
Huh?
Rose was the best coach tonight for Vortex.
Yes. Bro literally just said that.
Pat coaches had nothing on. Had nothing on.
Yeah, she
They
said
had
that.
what, two? They had Corrupt and Quirky
That's
there.
funny.
I don't know, man.
Yeah,
I don't know.
All right, final
I've actually
decision.
think
Who's the MVP?
He's deep in thought, bro. What are you thinking? Like,
I feel like since Awesome had it last week, I feel like it's deserving that Wisdom
pondering.
should actually get it this week.
Agreed.
yeah.
Wisdom was doing a lot with
I
comms
feel like-
too on the internal side.
I feel like Wisdom. I mean, yeah. I feel like Wisdom had, really more game-changing plays. Also might have had some flashy plays, but I think Wisdom had like super big momentum shifting, alts and stops of alts as well with the shatter blocks with the shield. So I think Wisdom.
Yeah, I mean both with the Rhine and the ball
True,
on
true.
Ilios.
I think I
And, you
have
know,
perfectly crafted the
I do
best
love
T2
seeing
ball
a
player
man throw
to
himself
ever
into the
exist.
void a couple times.
I think
Yeah, fun fact, fun fact. Rose was the one who put us on the ball train, so major
Really?
credit to
Okay,
Rose.
shout out to Rose. Making moves out here
I
in
won't
tier
lie,
2.
it was a culmination of work from me and Robo. I was also trying to
That's true.
I was trying to be
Yeah.
denied by Atomic, but we got it through.
Listen,
We got
bro.
it through the paperwork. It's okay.
Hey, well, it obviously paid off today. And I think I'm just going to go ahead here, and I think I give the MVP to Wisdom here. Huge plays, making sure this team is moving forward. And, big shout outs to him. And we'll be looking forward to seeing him play in grand finals as well as you guys. I'm super proud of this team. I don't do too much in terms of like, coaching or any sort of strategizing, but I've loved being along for the ride, and I'm really excited for this next match.
Absolutely, grand finals here we come.
All right.
Shout out to whoever makes it to grand finals, but I
Yes,
have
sir.
no mercy for you. I'm pulling out all the stops.
Yes, sir. Vortex.
I'm the mercy for you. I'm the mercy for you.
All right. Thank you guys for the interview. GG's tonight. Great job. And we'll see you next time.
GG's.
All right. So, from both myself and Gyrodog, we thank you very much for watching the stream. We hope you have a great night. Thank you guys for watching. And look for us in the Overwatch Grand Finals for CGL Tier 2.
Overwatch League Grand Finals 2024.
Yes, sir. Vortex will be going pro. Mark our words. Anyways, we'll be facing the winner between the Saints and the Primal Warriors. I keep getting mixed up the two P names. Primal Warriors.
And I think the winner of that faces
Oh, wait.
Pack, and then
Really?
they face us.
Oh, okay. So we got a little while to go. But
Well, actually...
thank you guys for watching. We hope you have a great night. And we'll catch you next time.
Farewell.